The international defense landscape is witnessing a significant transformation as China's Chengdu J-10C Vigorous Dragon fighter jet makes its mark beyond the borders of the People's Republic. Long associated with China's domestic airpower modernization drive, the J-10C has now transitioned from being a national workhorse to a prominent player in global arms sales. Its export, most notably to Pakistan, underscores a broader geopolitical and strategic ambition by Beijing to reshape the global defense market, particularly in regions traditionally influenced by Western powers. With its cost-effectiveness, advanced capabilities, and political backing from the Chinese state, the J-10C is not merely a product of Chinese engineering, it is an instrument of Beijing's diplomatic and defense doctrine. The J-10C is the latest and most capable iteration of the J-10 multi-role fighter series, developed by the Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group. Often described as China's response to the American F-16, the aircraft has undergone decades of refinement, with the C variant introducing a host of significant upgrades. These include an active electronically scanned array, ASA, radar, digital fly-by-wire controls, integrated electronic warfare suites, improved infrared search and track IRST sensors, and compatibility with the lethal PL-15 long-range air-to-air missile, an advanced weapon believed to outrange its Western counterparts such as the AIM-120D. Together, these systems enable the J-10C to excel in both beyond visual range engagements and close-quarters dogfights. Its agility, enhanced by relaxed static stability design, combined with modern avionics, places it firmly within the upper echelon of fourth-generation fighter aircraft. This technological maturity has translated into operational confidence for China's military planners. The J-10C now serves as a mainstay in the PLA Air Force's regional deterrence strategy, frequently seen in joint air-sea exercises over the South China Sea and in patrol missions near Taiwan. Its deployment complements more advanced platforms like the stealthy J-20 and drone systems, forming a networked combat environment that enhances China's ability to project air power rapidly and flexibly. But what truly marks a new chapter in the aircraft's legacy is its foray into international markets, a domain long dominated by US, European, and Russian platforms. In 2022, Pakistan's purchase of the J-10CE variant made headlines worldwide. The deal, reportedly involving at least 25 aircraft, was touted by Islamabad as a strategic counterbalance to India's acquisition of Dassault Rafale fighters from France. At the official induction ceremony, attended by top military and political leaders, the J-10CE was showcased as a symbol of the deepening strategic partnership between China and Pakistan. For Beijing, this sale wasn't just about exporting military hardware, it was about exporting influence, building long-term interoperability with allied air forces, and opening the door to more export contracts in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. The J-10C's global appeal lies in its affordability and technological sophistication. Countries with moderate defense budgets that are seeking modern fighter capabilities without the political complications of buying from the West are increasingly drawn to Chinese offerings. The J-10C fits neatly into this demand. At an estimated unit cost significantly lower than US F-16s or Swedish Gripens, it offers an attractive price-performance ratio. In addition to its cost advantage, China's lack of stringent end-user agreements, restrictions on resale, and political conditions make it a more flexible procurement option for many governments. For nations that have faced arms embargoes or political pressure from Western powers, the J-10C represents a reliable, politically neutral alternative. Moreover, China's state-backed approach to defense exports includes generous financing options, infrastructure support, training programs, and logistics packages, all of which make platforms like the J-10C more than just a product. They are part of a larger ecosystem of military-industrial cooperation. In some cases, China has even proposed local assembly or technology transfer options, further sweetening the deal for potential buyers. This comprehensive approach mirrors strategies once used by the US and Russia during the Cold War to build spheres of military influence, and it's proving effective in today's multipolar world. Beyond Pakistan, several other countries have reportedly shown interest in the J-10C. Nations in Southeast Asia, such as Myanmar and Bangladesh, are believed to be evaluating the aircraft, while Middle Eastern and North African states have quietly inquired about its capabilities during international air shows and defense expos. With China's increasing diplomatic outreach via the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), many recipient countries of Chinese infrastructure investment are also becoming targets for military cooperation. The overlap between BRI investment and defense export potential is no coincidence. It reflects Beijing's long-term vision of building comprehensive strategic partnerships that include economic, political, and military dimensions. However, the path to becoming a dominant global fighter jet supplier is not without its obstacles. Despite its capabilities, the J-10C still faces skepticism from some buyers concerned about the long-term support, reliability, and combat-proven status of Chinese systems. Unlike Western aircraft, which have decades of combat experience in various theaters, Chinese platforms like the J-10C remain largely untested in wartime conditions. Questions persist about the sustainability of supply chains, after-sales service, and parts availability, especially in conflict scenarios where geopolitical pressures could disrupt Chinese supply lines. Additionally, the geopolitical polarization of the world poses its own set of limitations. Countries with strong ties to the US or NATO are unlikely to risk upsetting strategic alliances by purchasing Chinese fighters. Moreover, the fear of US sanctions or loss of interoperability with NATO systems remains a deterrent for many nations considering Chinese equipment. These factors currently limit the J-10C's market penetration to countries outside the Western security umbrella. Still, as tensions rise between the West and China, more states may find strategic advantage in diversifying their defense sources, an opportunity China seems poised to exploit. The technological future of the J-10C is also evolving. Chinese media and military forums have hinted at further upgrades to the aircraft, including stealth enhancements, integration with unmanned aerial vehicle (UAV), swarms, and AI-assisted combat systems. If these materialize, they could extend the platform's relevance well into the 2030s and position it as a hybrid between fourth and fifth generation capabilities. Already, China's experience in indigenous engine development, once a weakness, is showing progress. The J-10C has been tested with the domestically built WS-10B turbofan engine, reducing reliance on imported Russian engines and adding another layer of appeal for export customers concerned with logistics autonomy. In sum, the global rise of the J-10C Vigorous Dragon is more than just a story of military sales. It is emblematic of China's growing confidence in its defense industry and its assertiveness on the world stage. The J-10C serves not only as a technological achievement but as a diplomatic tool, a symbol of partnership, and a wedge into defense markets long dominated by Western powers. As the 21st century progresses and new security alliances take shape, the success of the J-10C may well be a bellwether for China's broader military-industrial ascent. If current trends hold, the Vigorous Dragon will not only roar over the skies of Asia, but echo across the global defense arena as a sign of China's arrival as a true aerospace power.